Because absolutely anything is possible in the year 2020. The governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, is coming out with a new book bragging about how he responded to the coronavirus. Well, joining us now is Janice Dean. She's our senior meteorologist here at Fox News. Sadly, her in-laws died in nursing homes in New York State because of the policies that Andrew Cuomo backed. We should also say that Janice Dean is one of the most honest people we know, and therefore one of our favorite guests. We're happy to have her on tonight. Janice, thanks for coming on. I'm just going to throw it to you. What's your response to this book?
I couldn't believe it when I found out just a couple of months ago that he had time to write a book in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, what governor would have time to do that? I mean, it's incredible. I actually thought it was a satire from the Babylon Bee when I saw that he was writing a book about his leadership, taking a victory lap for flattening the curve that had my in-laws on it. He has lost more people in New York from coronavirus on his watch than any other state. Over 33,000 people have died, and including my in-laws, we still don't have the actual total number of deaths from seniors getting COVID in their assisted living facilities or their elder care facilities, because his representative, his nursing home representative, his health commissioner will not give us the accurate totals of those that died in hospitals, like my mother-in-law. So there are all these unanswered questions that we have about his leadership that he has not answered in his so-called book.
Did you expect him to apologize? Sincere question.
I'm not sure. Up until this point, he hasn't apologized. I think in the very beginning, Tucker, if he had taken some accountability and said, I was trying to save some of the hospital beds for the patients that we needed, and that's why I made that mistake of putting COVID-positive patients into nursing homes for 46 days, by the way. If he had done that at the very beginning, but he never has, and by the way, he's blamed everyone else except the person that signed the executive order, Andrew Cuomo. It was in effect for 46 days. He's blamed God and Mother Nature and the president and the CDC and the New York Post and Fox News. He's blamed everyone except the person that signed the mandate, the order putting those COVID positive patients into nursing homes. That's what gets my blood boiling. He still refuses to acknowledge that. The other day in one of the interviews, he actually said, we didn't need to put COVID positive patients into nursing homes. And I screamed. It just makes our grief even worse, Tucker.
I couldn't agree more. You know, all of us make mistakes. We made mistakes on this show. But you know a man's character by the reaction next. People who blame others and don't apologize for their mistakes, it's the lowest. And I'm sorry that you had to suffer the consequences, your family. Janice Dean, thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tucker. Thank you for having me on.